Hello, it is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Wellness Astrology. This time for the moon in Gemini. This is January 9th through the 11th, 2025. I've already written it wrong 3 times this week. Okay, so as always, this is not medical, legal, or financial advice. Please consult those professionals accordingly. I'm about to rant. And what I want you to know before I get into this is that I mean this with my whole heart and with a lot of love. And sometimes love has got to be a little bit of a kick in the ass. Okay. I have said so many times lately that the next 6 months is going to be tricky because you can either use it to move forward or it'll seriously derail you. And I do mean seriously, like therapy, seriously. Okay. This moon in Gemini moons are tricky anyway, at least for me, because it's like information overload, multitasking. It's your brain's going 90 miles an hour. Jupiter's been here since May of 2024. And now it's going to, right at the end, later in the day, Saturday the 11th, it is going to square the nodes as they move into North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. So this could be a lot of breakups. And I don't just mean romantic partner breakups, but this could be a lot of friends telling each other to fuck off or quietly walking away, because you don't always have to have closure. You can just quietly walk away. Okay. Know that. These nodes moving into Pisces Virgo at 29 degrees. We've talked about 29 degrees before. 29 degrees is called an anoretic degree, not like anorexia, but like as in final. Okay. But 29 degrees Pisces is foggiest of foggy illusions. It is dreamiest of dreamy dreams. How many of these can I do? Uh, Media at its highest and best, illusion, pulling out all the stops to make you believe something because they need you to believe it. They got to fear monger you. The more in fear you are, the more easily you're controlled. Okay. It is potentially, if you are consuming intoxicants, it could be in a sticky, dangerous situation. I highly recommend sobriety at this point. And I do mean like cleansing yourself of all kinds of intoxicants, whether it is sugar, caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, whatever other intoxicants that you consume, that kind of thing. Because Pisces rules fluids, liquids, like chemical liquids, intoxicant liquids, oceans, depths of water. It rules the media. All of these things, right? It's also dreamy and fun, and you can swim in it or whatever. Like as in like swimming in your dreams, like having a little daydream and escaping into your imagination. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna say. Here's my rant. I mean this with so much love. Do what you need to do for yourself to get where you want to get on the other side of not only the next 6 months, but of this year. Because there's going to be every type of fuckery, every type of fear mongering, every type of everything, because the dark's trying to do its thing, but the light is winning. Have y'all paid attention to the Schumann resonance lately? It has been incredible, the amount of light that is flooding our planet. And they're trying to keep you in fear mode. What you got to understand is the way out of fear is love. This could be an interesting weekend too, just because Mars back in Cancer and retrograding, and a Moon in Gemini and the nodes and everything like that. Like this could be a really weird weekend. Could also be some storm activity and whatnot too, and something to do with waters and whatnot. Okay, do what you need to do to get where you want to get on the other side of all of this. If you are wanting to be a public speaker, if you want to be an author, stop talking about it and do it. Stay focused on your priorities. Have your daily thing of check, 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 check of things that you actively need to be doing every day to keep going towards your goals. After the last 4 or 5 years of life, we should all have learned that there will be a derailment at every point that we try to turn. So yes, put your big girl boy pants on, put your bootstraps on, all of the things. Get yourself motivated. And if you're not motivated, get disciplined. Okay? Get so focused on your priorities that your TV is turned off, your radio is turned off, unless you need it for emergencies. Don't go there. Turn all of this shit off. Unplug yourself from social media. Stop scrolling. Guilty as charged, by the way. And stay focused on your goals, your priorities, and your intentions. Stop worrying about whether they're going to pull another one of this or pull another one of that, pull another here, pull another there. Is there going to be another lockdown? Is there going to be another pandemic? Is there going to be another? Maybe there is. And what did you do in 2020 during the first go round? If there happens to be another one, I don't think there will. I don't think people are that stupid that we're going to fall for that again. But what are you going to do? I thrived during the last pandemic. I'm going to thrive again if there's another one, because I really don't give a fuck. This is the time to get super clear, because there's going to be a lot of brain fog and a lot of what's real, what's really real. There's going to be so much of that you're not going to be able to think straight if you're paying attention to what's going on out there. What I'm saying to you is get in hermit mode and stay focused on your goals and objective and intentions. Okay? Because this world's about to go crazy. If it hasn't already by the time this video airs. All right. So, I mean, it's for real, right? I'm sitting here in the middle of a snowstorm. It's the first snowstorm this area has seen in a really long time of this big, like this big. We've had like little spits here and there, but like since I've lived here for the last 2 years, this is the first really big doozy one we've had. We used to have these a lot when I was a kid, but not so much anymore. But do I still have fitness goals? Yes. Do I still have nutrition goals? Yes. Do I still have video production goals? Yes. Do I still have writing goals, reading goals, and all of the things? All yes. Find a way to get the shit done, even if you cannot go outside, even if you cannot do the, blah, 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 blah. So, okay. That was my rant. Pay attention to your nervous system. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to my TED Talk. I think I said before, and I don't feel like that was so much Leo King or Cam White, but it was getting there. Those guys are 0-degree Leo. So that's how come they're able to do what they are. I'm a 29 Aquarius. I'm a whole different caliber from them, but they're both really good astrologers. But anywho, so pay attention to your nervous system. Really, really, really pay attention to your nervous system, because if you don't know how to ground, this next year and a half could be very, very, very tricky for you. If you have a lot of Virgo placements, like Virgo rising or any combination of planets in Virgo, and need to have control over everything and details and data and all of these things, you may want to get with a support system like an astrologer like me and get an astro coach, or get some other kind of support system that can help you through sometimes some dates and things when you may need to, be a bit more grounded or be a bit more whatever. If you're in general, you don't necessarily have to be a Virgo or a Virgo rising, but if you are in general a person who needs to have control over everything, this could be a really good time to get the support that you need, coach wise, therapist wise, etc., to support you through it, because this is going to be a ride, one hell of a ride, and it's going to be really, really almost like, I don't want to say wishy-washy, that's not, but like wishy-washy as in I feel like it's going to be like up and down all over the place. And I know the last 4 years has felt that way, but 2025 is kind of a different magnitude of flavor. So yeah, anyway, and just know that you're not alone. None of us is alone. We're all moving through something. Get some accountability people where you need it, journal, focus, all of those things, because it's going to be really hard to stay focused if you don't, intentionally set the groundwork to be focused. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you appreciated my little rant. It's like, damn, I get it. You want to do all of the things, but the reality is we're not meant to do all of the things. We each have a purpose here. Let's see what's up with this tarot. We got, damn, the sun upright. Well, Luoxana, damn, be a Luoxana. She don't give a fuck about anybody, what anybody thinks of her. She's just going to be herself. But shine bright, be the sun that you are, be your own sunshine. And I don't mean that to sound cliche or anything like that, but I mean, you can be the sun in your own energetic field, and it will radiate out to everybody around you. And so I just said that in my recent newsletter, was like, there's this whole idea that like your healing can change the world, and what that means is that you healing yourself and you getting connected to your heart and your soul will actually radiate out into your neighbors and into your community and into the organizations you're a part of and into your friend groups. And that may mean that people walk away from you or people part ways with you because they don't want to be in your sunshine. Because to be honest, like all of this light that's flooding in from the Schumann resonance is too much for people, because people are so used to suffering, and that suffering victim story ain't working anymore. So that's why a lot of people are really struggling right now, is because they don't know anything but that suffering victim story. Stop doing that suffering victim story. We're done with that. Come on, card. Well, the sun and the devil, what a combination. Lore. Sun and the devil. Well, light and dark. There's always going to be light and there's always going to be dark. And no matter what happens in your life, there's always going to be light and there's always going to be dark. I've said that about the astrology of every year and every video I've ever done, is that there can be a ton of light going on in your world, but there's always also going to be dark, right? You guys have seen me go through it. You just didn't know that I was maybe going through a lot of darkness, because I can be the light in the middle of the darkness, right? But I have definitely gone through some stuff over the last year and a half, 2 years. So learned a lot. I've learned a lot. And now I'm kind of like, fuck it. Now I know. Now it's confirmed. Means I get to redirect myself. And I'm going to push open doors and see where the universe takes me. So, see what's up with the Woodland Wardens. We're building up to a full moon in Cancer too, so that'll be fun. Okay, we got the quail and the gooseberry, and this is anticipation. Yep. Because we're in anticipation because the nodes just moved into Pisces, Virgo, but the nodes just came from 0 degrees Aries, Libra, where Neptune and Saturn are going in the next 2 months for Neptune, 4 months for Saturn. So we're all anticipating what's the next part of the story. And that's where I want you to get excited about where your story is going in anticipation of the coming into fruition versus being all anxious like shit's gonna happen, shit's gonna hit the fan. Shit's gonna happen and shit's gonna hit the fan regardless. But if you go at it with the idea of anticipation, right? Anticipation is the higher frequency, Hertz frequency of anxiety. And so it can go both ways for you, but which side would you like to be on? Okay. If you're from Chicago, this might make sense for you. Maybe this is in other cities, but I mean, it's definitely a thing in Chicago. But in Chicago, they talk about the third rail. Okay. Third rail is on the L is the rail that has the electric thing. So if you hit the third rail, you are going to be zapped. Okay. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but like you don't want to be on the third rail. I'm sorry, that just made me laugh. You don't want to be on the third rail. So make sure if you do fall that you roll underneath the platform because there's a little gap there that you can actually roll into. There's like a little gap underneath all of the platforms you can roll into. Anyway, okay. I don't know where the hell any of that shit came from, but hopefully it made sense to somebody and it gave somebody else a giggle too. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, the Astro Goals, the Astro Coaching, Wellness Astrology, all of those things are available. Links are below. So please go ahead and book your session. Let's get this party started. All right. See y'all next time.